Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video on the Sniped WoW channel. This is the first video in a multi-video series that's going to be covering my Gladiator push games. Most of the games will be with my Resto, shaman, MM comp. However, some of those will be with the Prez Evoker, some of those will be with the Holy Priest, and even fewer will be with an Unholy DK that I ran with for a while. The first video that I'm going to be showcasing today is going to be showing how we dealt with RMPs. Now, if you've done 3v3 in any amount in the past few expansions, or well, ever for that matter, you know what RMP is. It's Rogue, Mage, and Priest. It's been a staple in World of Warcraft 3v3 for as long as I can remember, and it's one of the more popular comps even this season, considering how strong Assassination and Fire Mage both are. It's something that you'll be encountering during your Glad push or during just, when you're playing with your bros and pushing for fun. So, yeah, other than RMP, I'll also be showcasing FMPs, Thunder, Melee Cleaves, Warlock comps, some other comps. So let me know down in the comments below what comps you'd like me to showcase next. If it's Thunder, if it's FMP, if it's Melee, if it's something else, I'll be sure to post one that has the most likes that you guys want to see the most. And without further ado, let's jump straight into game number one. So generally, what you want to do is you want to stop their opener. You want to CC all three of them if you can. So I drop a binding shot and I go for a trap with no stun setup. I want to save my stun here. I kick Poly, Chimeral Sting, and then I just start doing damage. But I don't pop True Shot yet because Rogue is just going to jump on me and keep me stunned. There's Alter, there's stuff that's going to happen. So I just hold it for a second. My Ret actually procs his Cauterize and I just go in for a True Shot. Boom, boom, lucky crits, and he's done for it. My Evoker is a ha-haing. It's beautiful. Love to see it, but not every game is going to be as flawless as this one, guys, and they're going to be pressing their buttons moving forward. Game number two, we do have a sub-rogue instead of assassin. We're with the Holy Priest, and this opener was not a shining example of how you open. I go for a Chimeral, and I miss my kick, giving him precog and not stopping that poly. Horrible. They get me into a bomb, and here I'm thinking whether I should trinket or not, but both my teammates are here, so I greed it. I put my faith in them, and it turns out well. I feign that, go for a disengage, and then early intimidation, so I also miss my trap on top of giving the mage that precog. Not looking good, boys, but my Pala gets a double blind, and I get a fat 9 million black arrow, dropping the mage to 500k health, but not getting authorize. I disengage, trying to keep the pressure going, get Razor Frags proc, trying to line it up with an aim shot for precise shots, but I get a big kidney on me, followed by a cheap shot, followed by another cheap shot. Man, these rogues are so annoying. And then my big black arrow isn't even big, it's 3.8 million damage. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when they don't clonk, but they're not gonna clonk every time. But I do get a double binding juicily enough, and we keep doing damage on him. He pops Ray. I'm trying to make it the negative, but the damage just isn't there. But we keep the pressure going on the mage. Like, that's the strat. Just stop pro goes and bully the mage. And eventually they're gonna flop. So he polys me here. I'm not gonna waste my kick on this. Like, my guy was behind the pillar. He's chilling. They're doing a go on him. So I give him Roar of Sacrifice. He lives there. No problem. I try to go in for a stun trap. I do it. I get it. And we get a block as a result. Really good. My guy MDs it and gets a double fear, but the fear breaks. So what do? We just keep pulling the mage as much as we can. A fat 7 million black arrow proc, and we get a guardian. Now, my trap is off cooldown in 5 seconds, so honestly, I should have waited to get that trap before I popped my true shot, and I should have scattered the rogue before popping the true shot, but now they're stopping my go, and luckily, my paladin gets a double blind here, so we do manage to get some pressure off, but I do get the Sarn. He trades his wall, and I miss my trap, so this game is not a shining example of how everything going well. This is more of an example of everything that you need to do, and you're still gonna win if you do well for the most part, because this comp is strong into RMPs. Dark Ranger is really good into mages, and if you do land a lot of these traps, if your teammates are playing well, you're going to be doing just fine. So we just keep pulling the mage, guys. Just remember the strat. Keep the pressure going on the mage. Don't let them breathe. Keep it coming. Aim shots, black arrows, just lining those up. I go for that stun. He goes for a vanish, but I do manage to root him, negating his go. Pop a flare up on him. No restalls for you, brother. And yeah, just keep doing the damage on mage. Shadow Blades, smoke bomb. I go in for a knock trap and scatter him. He is really pissed off. Just stopping his go. Whenever you see Shadow Dance, especially when you see Shadow Blades, be sure to scatter that rogue, trap him, knock him, stun him, whatever you can do to stop that go, because that's their kill window. That's the whole gist of RMP, guys. So stopping those goes and then bullying the mage just by, existing as a hunter. Massive damage coming on him. I do have my true shot up, but I still can't get it. True shot, black arrow, boom, boom. Almost gets nuked here. Lucky for him, he lives there. It's a long ass game. These guys are doing a real good job, staying alive. The priest is doing a real good job. The mage is also good. Like I'm trying to get a trap here, but the rogue, just being a nuisance that he is, stops me. So I opt in to go for a scatter shot instead. But he would have died here, and again, rogue just disarms me. Like, as much as I'm stopping his goes, the rogue's goes, he's doing the same thing to me. Like, he knows that if I do get to unleash on this mage, he's gonna get nuked. So they do everything that they can to stop it, and we do everything that we can to stop their goes. But here I do get a nice trap. I stop for a millisecond just to pop that in, aim that, but unfortunately the trinket doesn't get used. I think it was still on cooldown, but we break the trap anyway. Trade that Roar of Sacrifice for their combustion, of course, and just at this point the dampening is getting too high and we have a lot of damage, and they cannot heal that. So yeah, to summarize again, stop their goes, bully the mage, land traps, you should be fine. Back with the main comp, guys. No Holy Priest this time. We got a Resto Shaman on our team, and I do believe that this comp is better with a Resto Shaman. I find a Rogue in the beginning, send the Chimerial Sting on the mage, stun trap, and just I don't go for a Ross here because he's silenced and there's really no follow-up. So I'm chilling, I'm fine. I'm not trading that yet, but I do it now just to negate any of the remaining damage. I go for a true shot, hope for a big black arrow, but I don't get it. I pre-prepared the knock trap in case this rogue shadow steps me, but he doesn't. So, I mean, we just keep pumping damage. Mage drops to 1,000,000 health. Massive on him. Unfortunately, the knock trap gets procced by the priest. He sees my binding shot. He's playing this really well. He's not gonna walk into that. He just plants himself and does what he got to do. And I try to go in for a cheeky trap, but he fades it. I cut my losses and just go for a scatter shot. At this point, my Pala hodges him, and we just keep pumping the damage, man. Not getting any lucky crits. Black Arrow is averaging at about 3.54 million. Kick the poly here, just keep doing damage, but the rogue instantly disarms me on volley. Now, this is something that a lot of rogues, that a lot of people will do when they see volley. They think that's big damage because that's how sentinels work. But guys, we're dark rangers. We just do big black arrow procs. And I'm hoping to get a few, but this game has been unlucky so far. I get Deathmark, Mage pops Combustion. I instantly Roar of Sacrifice, Feign Death, heal myself, and my guy gives me the Blessing of Spell Warding. We go in for a trap trying to get something here, but the Priest Trinkets, that's good. I mean, we'll take that trade. Priest Trinket is really good for us. Just keep pumping damage out here. Black Arrow, aim shot, boom, another Black Arrow. Nothing really happens. I think I just popped his shield there, which was unfortunate. Still trying to do damage. Big 8 million Black Arrow out of nowhere, guys. This is what makes Dark Ranger terrifying, is because you don't see those black arrows coming. And I missed my kick here. I hope nobody saw that, but I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's gonna happen, but I do get a trap here. Get out of my turtle and just keep pumping damage, but instantly the rogue just disarms me, man. Like I said, good rogues will do that. As much as you stop their goes with your scatter shots, they're gonna do the same to you with disarms, with cheap shots, with everything. Whenever I land a trap, the rogue is gonna be on me. Cheap shot, cheap shot, cheap shot, disarm, gouge, blind, smoke bomb. Ooh, I took your bow. Son of a. Never mind, man. It was so frustrating at times to play against good rogues that it's I mean, it is frustrating. You'll see. But we almost dropped the mage. He's got negative ray here, and I don't think he realizes it, so he gets procced here and almost dropped. But I do manage to get the cauterize off on him, get him a silence. My Pala does a really nice blind here, and I follow in with the trap. It lands, instantly trade that Roar of Sacrifice for combustion, and almost die. My guy is in CC. I scattered the mage here, panicking, but he tops me here. Insane plays. Just keep pumping the damage here. Keep trying to overwhelm them. And yeah, root to rogue. He's got the disarm on me. My true shot is up in 7 seconds. They're on the defensive. We're just keep following them here. I'm trying to get an explosive shot on him. I do. True shot, black arrow, rapid fire, aim shot. And as I'm trying to finish off the mage, the priest chastise stuns me. I go in for a stun on him and get a trap on there. My guy gets death marked and I get polyed, but my shaman has Garrett, so he can't dispel me. It breaks and I'm doing massive damage and just a clunk of a big black arrow on him. He doesn't get the time to alter back, just gets deleted on the spot there, boys. The power of the Dark Ranger. Speaking of big black arrows, well, I'm not gonna spoil this game for you, but I'm just talking shit in chat at the beginning of this game instead of getting into a position. I should be over there trying to trap that priest and stop their go, but I'm just, letting the rogue open on them, not even scatter-shotting him, but and waddling away to the priest to get that freezing trap, but I do get it, and then I get a chimeral sting on him into a volley, massive cleave damage. Rogue almost flops. We get both the defensives, but I'm on the mage. I have precise shots lined up, and as soon as the barrier is off, true shot, black arrow, bye bye. No time to react. The power of the Dark Ranger, guys. Everybody sees those volleys coming on a sentinel, but black arrows, you can't really react to them. When you get a proc, it's just instant. Now, this next game, Assas Arcane Mage, it's a slightly lower MMR. I'm playing on my alt. Again, the principle is the same. Trap without stun, scatter shot, chimeral sting, and just doing damage to the guy. Massive, but his priest does a really good job at keeping him alive. I'm doing 3.5 million DPS up until this point. We get the first PS. I get death marked. Just kite away, make it real hard for them to go me here. Staying far behind, doing damage. Rogue waddles over to me, goes for some damage, but doesn't really get much. I go in for a stun, trap, it lands, just doing my rotation. Explosive shot, precise shots, arcane shot, aim shots, another aim shot into a rapid fire, getting really unlucky with those black arrow procs, but I mean, it is what it is. They bomb me here, and my trinket is on cooldown because I used my dwarf racial aggressively earlier, but I still managed to live, which is great. Going for a volley, some nice detonation damage. I should have honestly chimeral stinged here, but I do turtle and a trap. Through the turtle we get pain suppression and alter time, which is good. Priest doesn't have a trinket. My true shot is up in 15 seconds, so I'll be looking to do some massive damage there, but up until that point I'll just be doing as much damage off the go as I can. And this was actually good for me because Rogue kidneys me off my go, so he won't have any stuns to stop it. He also incaps me, so I know that I'll be free to just go ham. But in the back of my mind, I see that the mage still has block, so he might not be the best kill target. I missed the trap, we're still pumping the mage, and here we get a swap. Now, I'm going to pause here for a few seconds. For everybody that stayed up until the end of the video, I'm going to show you what you can do as a Dark Ranger against Void Weavers. So every so often, you're going to find yourself in a situation where a Void Weaver is very killable. Now, a few things that do need to line up is he needs to have 0 charges of PS, no trinket, and no swap. When he has none of those big cooldowns, he is very killable, especially when you kick him here. So he's already low. I have a lot of damage lined up. The mage still has a block. So instead of just tunneling that mage and just getting a block, I try to go in for a kill on the Void Weaver. I get a huge black arrow on him and I just flop him. This wasn't some noob priest that didn't understand what the hell was going on. This was an unchained gladiator, which means he was rank 1 in 3v3 a few seasons back. I'm going to be showcasing a few more, well, quite a few more of these Void Weaver kills in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned to see that. And that is the end of the video, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all the rest, you know the drill. Let me know down in the comments below if you liked it. If you didn't like it, be sure to talk shit, boost the algorithm, do me a favor. Also, just down the line, so you know, there's going to be one more RMP video coming. I do have like 5, 6, 7 videos, so I'll pick and choose a few to showcase to you guys. I'll also make, like I said, the FMP video, mirror video, Warlock comps, some melee cleaves, and some other comps that I met on the Glad push as well. Up until that point, let me know if there's anything specifically that you would like to see. I also did an interview with a multi-rank 1 Battlegrounds Blitz player. He talked me through the strats. Me being the noob that I am, I know nothing about this. The conversation went for about 2 hours. I'm thinking of also making this into a series, like podcast type of thing, because it was just a Discord conversation. I'm not sure how I would go about editing that, but it's also on my list to do. And after I finish this Gladiator push series, I'll probably start the blitzing, because I know a lot of you Marks hunters love blitz. So you guys asked, and ye shall receive. Up until next time, guys, I bid you farewell, and bye bye.